good day. Welcome to QEDNG. I am Olumide Iyanda. I have with me today one of the key stakeholders in the Nigerian film industry. Please welcome today to QEDNG, Chief Emeka Rollas Ejezie, MON. What else do you have to add to it? The President of the Actors Guild of Nigeria. You are welcome to QEDNG.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mr. President just came back from Miami, where you had the AGN International Festival. How did it go?
Well, the event went very well. We covered all we needed to cover. We had a very, very successful event in Miami.
Okay, now, the question anybody will want to ask is, why did you take it to Miami?
Yeah, it's right to ask that question, but then the visionary always understands what his visions are. Okay, Miami, because as at the time we had planned the program, the Screen Actors Guild of America were on strike, and the strike was happening all around Los Angeles. So it would have been misplacement of priority if we took the festival to Miami, to California, because at that time it won't receive the desired effect. So we decided to do Miami, one for the weather. Miami's weather is just like Nigeria. In all those how many days we were in Miami, wearing on winter jackets because we're just free. We said, okay, let's take it to Miami so we can establish the very first edition of this event. Then next year, we move back to California. And I can authoritatively tell you that we already have a venue in Los Angeles. We already have a partnership with the Dream Magic Studios, which is a subsidiary of Silverbird Group. And 2024 AGN International Festival is already on its way and it's going to make waves. Then the reason why, another why from your why, is that people think we should have done the AGN Festival in Nigeria. But our target is not the Nigerian market. Our target for AGN International Festival is to showcase actors to the international casting agencies using their craft to create a good diplomatic relationship so that our actors will begin to get roles in the international film business. I watched Wakanda Forever. From the beginning to the end of Wakanda Forever, you know that it's an African story. Now, rather than consider Nollywood actors to play in that film, I know a South African made it fine, but as big as we have said Nollywood is, anybody who sat down and crafted that story or did the casting for that film should have considered actors from Nollywood. All the things that Letitia did in that film is not more than worth the Henshaws of this day can do, the Destiny Etikos, the Ini Edo. So what's so special bringing Letitia from one of those countries to act in an African story where you mentioned a General Okoye? That lady called General Okoye in that film, that name means we have interest to enter Nollywood to do XYZ. So I don't want to limit the Nigerian actors. If you're in Nollywood as an actor and you have been here for 20 years and you have not been able to hit a movie that can give you residuals or royalty till you die, you have never made impact. All the cinema films that they are doing right now, that are in the Netflix, how many of the actors in those films can say that, yes, our payment worth the payment? What is the kind of contract they are entering with these people? So we have our objective, and our objective is to expose the Nigerian actor to the international community. Because during our festival, we have a space where you're going to play show reels of actors. Somebody who has starred in over 100 movies, you cut all the reels, show them. We have casting agencies that will look at these show reels. We're able to pick up some people that they want to use in their film. So for us, it's a step in the right direction. But when you are starting something first, people may not understand what you're doing, but gradually they'll begin to understand. So we're set for 2024, 8th to 10th August 2024, Dream Magic Studios, Los Angeles, California.
Now that you mentioned about how Nigerian actors are doing on the international scene, We have Nigerian actors and actresses that have relocated to America, for instance. From your interaction and what you know of the industry, how are they doing?
Well, they were also part of the people that made us, conceptualize this AGN International Festival. Because when we went for this event, the likes of Joseph Benjamin, DKD, Femi Ogedengbe, Enemilite Sojiri, they were all at the event, excited. And I told them, you cannot leave your career from Nigeria, come into America, and you're not in the mainstream. And you'll be doing 8 to 5 job, struggling to make ends meet, to pay bills and all of that. Even the people who tend to be doing well, maybe in terms of directing, major of their jobs, they come here to do it. We had a director who relocated to Hollywood, but couldn't fit in the system, had to come back again to Nigeria. So there are a lot of things we need to begin to use events like the AGN International Festival to create, to bridge the gap and begin to have real interactions. I'm talking about actors this time around. I'm not talking about a film festival where you show films and you talk more on the aesthetics of how the films were made. This is a festival where if you have to screen a film during our festival, you're screening it not for the producer nor the aesthetics, but for the actor and what the actor has done. We need to push our actors far beyond where they are today. Majority of our actors that you see here today, that they are doing all of these things, a lot of them have not been opportune to see Universal Studios, see Warner Bros. Studios, any of the studios you can mention, or even Telemundo. So when we have these events like this, we create an opportunity for VIP tour so that our major actors can go to these studios, see things for themselves, get involved in cyber acting, get involved in acting that you just come to a green scale. You will be told, jump up, jump down, dive here, dive there. And at the end of the day, they use it in effect and bring you out where you're doing so many wonderful things. And you're paid huge money. Not this one here. Do you know that because of ignorance, people don't read, people don't study. In Nigeria here, when you want to act with a pet, they will have to go and bring the dog, real cat, real snake, possibly a real lion. These things are not supposed to be so. You want to film in an ocean or river, you have to make the actor go through normal life swimming. When Titanic was shot on a swimming pool. You understand the point? This is what actors need to know. They don't just have to read it. They need to get a physical experience of some of these things to brighten them up, preparing their own evolution about the film industry. So for me, as president of Actors Guild of Nigeria, there are things I need to introduce for actors and the average actor to understand. Even a lot of actors, when you're telling them about residuals, about royalty, a lot of them don't understand how it's being paid. What are the processes? And that's where anybody can hoodwink you into believing that he is helping you. Okay? So these are part of what the festival showcases. Now we've done the first one. Second edition, we're planning big. We want actors to send their reels, show reels, so we can play them for casting agencies that are interested in coming to Africa to pick actors. The problem we are having now is that when you allow people suggest you in what is happening presently, they will shortchange you. Yes, they will shortchange you. Because what is obtainable now is that the aggregators of the big companies who come here to film, the big companies don't usually know who are going to stay in the film. So they sign a contract with the aggregator, release money. And the aggregator comes to you as an actor and say, look, I want to give you cinema job. And he will heighten your expectation. And you now be jumping up, hi, my first cinema job. The aggregator comes to you and said, okay, for this role, we're going to give you 5 million. And in your life, you've never even received 2 million. Meanwhile, in the original payment list, whoever that was marked for that role was supposed to have 100 million. You see the point? So the aggregator or the producer who is standing in for them pays you 5 million, pockets 95 million. And tomorrow, he uses 95 million to buy all the cars he wants to buy on the earth and comes back to oppress you, make you believe that he's the one helping you in this career. actors should grow up. They should grow more than this. We need a situation where an agency who is making film abroad calls for a global audition and writes you email and say, we need you. When you go to such projects and your manager is negotiating for you, it runs in millions of dollars. So when you get a certain fee as an actor, it gives you an opportunity to do one film in 6 months or 1 year, enjoy proceeds from that film, and then decide whether you're going to do another one.